is quiet, but my mind is loud. Shadows sitting heavy like a cloud. Pain pulls close, it knows my name. Whispers softly, stay the same. Some nights feel too long to hold. Breathing feels like lifting stone. I've learned how silence has a weight, how hope can tremble, hesitate. But deep beneath the tired ache, there's something suffering can't take. A fragile spark, a steady flame, calling softly through the pain. Not a fire that blinds the sky, just a glow that won't say die. Not loud enough for crowds to see, but bright enough to carry me. There's a small light inside my chest, beating softly through the stress. It doesn't shout, it doesn't run, but tells me stay, you're not done. In the dark where I can't see, hope is quietly choosing me. Tears fall slow like winter rain, watering unseen fields of pain. What feels broken, torn apart, might be roots beneath my heart. I talk to God in silent ways, no perfect words, no grand displays, just honest fear and open hands, trusting what I don't understand. And though the future's undefined, a thin thread pulls me forward in time. Step by step, though weak and slow, something in me wants to grow. Maybe suffering plants a seed, buried deep in what I bleed. Maybe every silent cry is shaping wings I'll use to fly. I don't need the storm to end, I just need the strength to bend. If pain is where the soil lies, then hope is where the new life rises. There's a small light inside my chest, still alive though under stress. It doesn't rush, it doesn't hide, it stays with me through every night. And even if the world can't see, that quiet hope is saving me. Not every miracle is loud, some grow underneath the cloud. And if tomorrow feels unsure, this small light will still endure. Of a different story, the day you left, the world felt smaller. Every room felt colder, every morning felt harder. I kept checking my phone like something would change, like somehow your name would light up my screen again. I stopped going places, stopped answering calls, spent too many nights staring at the walls. I thought if I waited long enough, maybe you'd come back. But life doesn't work that way, and neither does love. I gave you so much space inside my heart that when you left, I forgot who I was. But life goes on, even when someone leaves, the sun still rises, the air still fills my lungs. And maybe my heart broke, but it didn't stop beating. Life goes on, and so will I. I won't pretend I moved on overnight. There were days I missed you more than I can describe. But somewhere in the pain I started finding myself. The parts of me I ignored while loving someone else. I started driving again, started seeing friends, started laughing without guilt, started dreaming again. And little by little the weight became lighter, not because I forgot you, but because I remembered me. You were a chapter, not the whole book, a lesson, not my entire story. Life goes on, and I'm still standing, still ice is close against my skin, like it's trying to settle in. Every worry has a chair, every fear is resting there. The ceiling knows my quiet tears, it's memorized my hidden fears. I trace the cracks along the wall, like maps that show I didn't fall. Some days feel like winter soil, cold and stiff from unseen toil. Nothing blooming, nothing bright, just endless stretches of the night, where seas don't break the ground in noise. They grow in silence without a voice. And maybe what feels buried deep is something waking in its sleep.
I'm growing in the dark,
Roots wrapped tight around my heart.
no applause, no open skies, just unseen strength that slowly rises.
Even here where shadows start, hope is breathing in the dark. Yeah. Playing knocks softly at my ribs, like it wants to teach me this: not every wound is meant to stay. Some carved strength along the way. I speak to God in scattered thoughts, and half-formed prayers and fragile knots. No lightning splits the sky above, just quiet warmth that feels like love. And though I tremble when I stare, the steady ground beneath the sand, each small step I dare to take is proof my spirit didn't break. Maybe storms don't come to drown, but wash the fear that weighs us down. Maybe darkness isn't defeat, but where endurance finds its feet. If hope is just a thread so thin, I'll hold it tight with trembling skin, because even stars, before they shine, were hidden in the hands of time. I am growing in the dark,
Learning life from every scar,
not loud, not fast, not seen by all, but rising every time I fall. And when the morning finds my eyes,
it will see what pain disguised.
not all battles leave a sound,
Some are far beneath the ground.
and what the world may call delay is hope preparing its own way.
Growing in the dark,
If you're listening, maybe you're still fighting too. Yeah. Yeah. Some days I don't feel strong, some days I don't feel brave. Some days getting out of bed feels harder than it should. I see people moving forward, building lives and chasing dreams, and sometimes I wonder why it seems so easy for them. Meanwhile, I'm fighting battles nobody can see, trying to hold together the pieces of me. There were moments I wanted to quit, moments I lost all hope, moments I couldn't imagine how I'd ever cope. But somehow I'm still standing, still here. After all the nights I thought I'd never survive, still here. After all the storms I thought would take my life, still here. Still breathing, still trying, still believing. Maybe that's enough, maybe that's a win. Cause after everything, I'm still here. I don't have all the answers, I don't have it figured out. I still get scared, I still have doubts, but I've learned something important through every fall and fight. Strength isn't never breaking, it's rebuilding every time. So now I take it slow, one step, one day, trusting that small progress still counts along the way. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe healing is quiet. Maybe healing looks like surviving when nobody knows you're trying. Still here, still breathing, Still chasing every reason to believe in tomorrow. Still here, still growing, still carrying the lessons from every road I've known. Still here, not perfect, not healed, not finished, but after everything, and I'm still standing, and that's enough. Yeah. And that's enough. Yeah. I'm still here. Yeah. I'm still here. Fear doesn't scream, it whispers low. It wears my voice so I won't know. It says you're small, stay where you are. It hides inside each hidden scar. Doubt builds rooms without a door. I pace the floor, I count the flaws. Every mirror bends my face, turns my courage into haze. They don't see this silent fight, the war I wage each sleepless night. No battlefield, no crowd, no sound, just heavy thoughts that circle round. But maybe pressure has a plan, maybe breaking shapes a man. Maybe darkness is at the end, just a place where faith begins. So I breathe in, I don't run, even when the light feels gone. I face the echo of my mind and leave the trembling voice behind. If I was chosen for this pain, and I was chosen to overcome the rain, my wings are bruised, my heart is wise, and even wounded earth still rise. Yeah. Their words were stones I carried home, stacked them high, built a throne, not a pride but a resolve. Proof that I can still evolve. Shame unwrapped me like a coat, heavy on my fragile hope. But underneath the doubt and dust, there lived a quiet kind of trust. I talk to God in fractured speech, from places I can barely reach. No thunder answers from the sky, just steady strength that says apply. Maybe fear is not my foe, maybe it just wants me to grow. Maybe doubt is just a test of how much truth lives in my chest. They can doubt and they can stare, but they don't feel this answer prayer. I was shaped by unseen hands in ways the world won't understand. So I stand still, I don't break, even when my bones all shake. I look within, I recognize the fire hidden in my eyes. Chosen, not poised, but climb for silent walls that shape my spine. I spread my wings in fragile skies, not loud, but certain. I will rise. The loudest battles make no sound. The deepest roots grow underground. And if no one believes but me, that will be enough to set me free. Thought I'd never make it back. I spent a long time running from things I didn't understand. Running from pain, running from myself, running from every chance to become a better man. At first it felt like freedom, then it became a cage. And before I even noticed, I lost years along the way. There were nights I didn't recognize my face, didn't recognize my thoughts, didn't recognize my life. Some roads take you further than you ever meant to go. It's been a long way home, a long road back to me. 1,000 wrong turns, 1,000 nights I couldn't asleep. It's been a long way home, but I'm finally seeing light. Maybe I was lost so I could learn how to fight. I hurt people who love me, made promises I couldn't keep. I wish I could erase some things, but that's not how life works. So now I wake up every morning, trying to do one thing right, trying to be honest, trying to stay alive, trying to build a future instead of hiding from the past. I used to think redemption was one big moment. Now I know it's 1,000 small decisions made every day. It's been a long way home, but I'm still on my feet, still carrying the lessons every scar gave me. Yeah, I lost some years, yeah, I lost my way, but I'm done living yesterday. I'm here today. It's been a long way home, and maybe that's alright, 'cause every mile I survived brought me back to life. Thought I'd never make it back, but here I am. Funny how life can change in a moment. I was 21, thinking I knew everything, had big plans in my pocket, in a world to chase. Everybody believed in me, maybe I believed it too. Never thought I'd be the one with a story like this. Then came one bad turn, one choice I didn't question, one road that looked easy, one mistake dressed like freedom. At first nothing changed, at least that's what I thought. But little by little, I became someone I wasn't. It's strange how you don't notice you're getting lost until you're gone. One bad turn, that's all it took to change the story of the life I wrote. One bad turn, one careless night, and suddenly nothing felt right. But I'm still breathing, still learning, still trying to find my way. Maybe one bad turn won't define my whole life. Years disappeared quietly, like smoke into the air. Friends moved forward while I stood still. My family watched me fade, and I hated what I became. But hating yourself long enough never changes anything. So I started showing up, even when I didn't want to. Started facing the truth instead of running from it. I can't erase the past, but maybe that's not the point. Maybe the point is learning how to keep moving. One bad turn didn't end me, one bad choice didn't break me. Yeah, I lost time, yeah, I got scars, but I'm still standing right where you are. One bad turn, that's not my name, that's not my future, that's not my fate. 'Cause every day I get to choose who I become from here. One bad turn, but not the end. One bad turn, but not the end. Wrong crowd. I spent years trying to fit in, trying to be who they wanted, changing pieces of myself just to feel accepted. Every joke came at my expense, every room felt cold. Every dream I shared got treated like a joke. I laughed along sometimes, pretending it didn't hurt. But every little comment stayed longer than the words. Maybe I wasn't the problem, maybe it was the wrong crowd. Maybe I spent too much time trying to make them proud. Now I'm with people who celebrate my wins, and suddenly life feels lighter than it's ever been. It's strange looking back now at all the things I tolerated, just because I was scared of being alone. But being lonely with people hurts more than being alone. That's something I wish I'd known. The right people don't make you smaller, they help you grow. Maybe I wasn't the problem, maybe I just hadn't met the people who'd remind me I deserve respect. And now every day feels a little more like home. Wrong crowd, wrong crowd. Right lesson.